Another game about creatures?
Yes.
Well, is it at least as pretty as ever though?
It might be.
Is it as fun as Wingspan?
I don't know.
Well, let's review it then and find out.
This is the review for the board game Creature Comforts, the good and bad about it.
By the end of this video, you will know if this is a game for you.
We have 6 burning questions that we will answer in this video, but before we do that, what is this game all about, Giannis?
It's about comforting creatures. No, actually, it's about stuff. It's about getting stuff for the creatures.
The more stuff you have, the better.
It is. It's actually true. In Creature Comforts, you are a family of animals and you're collecting resources and you spend those resources to get stuff. And that stuff gives you victory points. And who has the most victory points at the end of the game? Who is either like the wealthiest family?
They are prepared for winter. That's what it's all about. These families that are getting prepared for winter, and the more points you have, the more prepared you are. At your turn, first thing you do is roll 2 dice, your family dice. And now it gives you some minor idea of what you will be able to do. Because whichever actions you choose to do in this turn will depend on the dice you roll.
And those dice. But we don't roll them yet.
No, not yet. You know your 2 dice that you just rolled, and based on that knowledge, you choose your family members and you move them to specific spots. For example, there, which is a market that lets you exchange resources.
So one player places all his family members, then the next player places, and then we go to the yay or nay phase, where you roll the dice and nay. Yep, that's how it's gonna be.
And at this point, and you can fulfill any places you travel to?
Well, maybe if this needs a total of, let's say,
6 or lower.
And I had high rolls, and all of those would be high rolls, and I need exactly 3 dice with a total of 6 or lower, might not be able to do that.
In this case, you can do that. So you go home.
Yeah, he goes sadly home, but a lesson learned, he gets a band-aid that later you can use to adjust the dice. And then you just resolve all the places you can or want to. If you don't want to, you just can get the band-aid and go home. And then the next player resolves and the next player resolves by using these same dice. So you always have your own, that's unique to you, but these will be shared. So I need 2 of the same here. I have a 4. I would use this 4 here. Here I need a 5. I would use a 5 here, and so on until I used all 6 dice that I have. And then the next player will do his turn.
Who actually wins at the end?
Who has the most hearts, aka victory points. Victory points are on the cards. You can build improvements that give you victory points, and the leftover resources give you victory points at the end of the game.
Planning, but also not planning, because you can't plan too much, because whatever you roll will determine what you can do. A little fun and, most importantly, very cute thing. But we're gonna talk a lot more about this game in this video, so we should just jump to the first question, right?
Yeah, who would you get this for?
3, 2, 1. The Flanders family. Who are this nice people, family who are too nice. And this game is also maybe too nice. Nobody really takes other spaces. Nobody really bothers any other people. There's not a lot of surprises except the roll dice. But you can prepare for it. You can choose places where more likely you will be able to travel. Families that want to play games with kids, want to have like a nice, good, relaxing time, this game is meant for those people.
In our family, my kids, the 8-year-old and 11-year-old, like this game way more.
Everything's clear now. Yep.
In my family, the 8 and 11-year-old like this game way more than I do. If you have kids who enjoy really cute artwork and nice pieces, this is a fantastic gift to them. And the next question is, what is the best part about this game? My number 3 best thing of this game is the ease of play. A very chill game. You don't block anybody off. Everybody can get the resources. Everyone has basically the same dice available. The only stress, I guess, comes from getting those cards. Player going first in turn order gets to pick first. That's like the only thing. The super relaxing ease of play is in this game.
I actually have it in my second place. It's friendly, or in brackets, comforting.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's very simple. It's quite straightforward overall, and just, yeah, friendly. I think it's a good gateway game maybe to heavier games. The combos, which is something you expect and would want from these kind of games, well, Euro games or card games. Very simple to get and just satisfying. From time to time you will get cards that says you get bonus points for each card with a specific symbol. Like for example, each card with this blue pot right here, right? And then all you need to do is check wherever this symbol is and you already have a strategy there, which is very, very cool. And I like that these combos are straightforward and just nice and feel awesome.
Pieces and art. I do have a asterisk there. This is a disclaimer because this is a Kickstarter version of the game. And the Kickstarter version comes with these wooden bits. I think that's the biggest difference from the retail version. The whole thing, the artwork's cute, the little wooden animals are cute. I mean, I think these are even better than if these would be miniatures. It just feels so, you know, so nice. Great package deal, really welcoming visually as well as gameplay-wise.
This is something really out of character for me, but I have to say that I really enjoy that planning doesn't matter in this game. I'm over-exaggerating, it does from time to time, but you can't plan everything. And I think for this game, it's a really nice combo. You just can't be staring at your dice and then trying to figure everything out, because it doesn't matter. You will roll these 4 dice and those will, you know, determine your destiny, really. And that meant that I don't have to be all in this game. I can relax and have a good time. Playing with kids, playing this family game, I think it's perfect combo with this. I can plan some things, but I can't plan everything.
I would call this my first worker placement. And I don't mean necessarily kids. This one introduces the concept of worker placement, is in no way aggressive. You just do your thing. And I feel the visual, the whole set is a perfect introduction into a genre of worker placement, no matter if you're playing with kids, but especially with kids, or with, I'd say, non-gamers who haven't maybe played that kind of genre. Bad things about this game.
I'm gonna name a specific thing, and you're gonna rate it from 1 to 5, right?
Yeah, 1 being like, nah, you're overreacting, and 5 being, okay, you're right, that ruins the game.
It's pretty long for this light game, right?
Yes, it is. There's an option, it says in the rules, short version. I think it should be the standard version, and then an option for a longer version. So I'd give it 2.5. Definitely irks me. I will never play this game in the long, or should I say standard version. I will always play the short version, no matter if I'm playing with kids or against grown-ups. Okay, my next thing is going to be this thing. So annoying. This is a common pool of dice. So we've all placed our workers, right? We already previously rolled our 2 dice, and then we roll these. Yeah, I'm gonna use my gonna use this here, so that's a 5 now. Then I'm gonna use the 2 here. Oh no, wait, I need a total of, so I'll use the 2 and 3 if I, let's say I went there to here. No, and what everyone else is doing, they're like and if you're playing it the full complement, again, don't suggest playing it 5. It's gonna be a while until he's finally like, okay, locked in. It just drives me mad, and it just adds so much downtime to this game. And if you're playing the long game, it's super not fun. I know that this is a very unique thing, actually probably the most unique thing about this game is this system where you roll these dice and they're shared, but you have to wait your turn to do this. It just feels it takes too long.
That gives a lot of downtime, and downtime is something that nobody likes. So I would give it a 3.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think my kids see this as a problem?
Nope.
Nope, they don't. How long is the honeymoon?
2, 1.
Okay.
Comfortably long.
Aw. My kids say this game's here to stay.
If you are the target audience, if you are a family that wants this lightweight Euro game, then you will pull it out from time to time. It probably won't be the game you are going to, but I don't see any reasons why this shouldn't be your game that you can play with your family whenever.
This is probably something you'd play more than, for example, Ark Nova. If you feel like everything we told you is something you'd like, I think this game would be staying on your shelf for a while. So what's the best alternative?
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Everdell.
A much heavier game, but maybe that's exactly what you need. Almost everything Everdell has. This has just much simpler, with more luck involved and easier, you know, to get to the table, I guess.
It definitely can upgrade to Everdell from this. I'd say it's pretty tough coming back from Everdell to this.
Yeah, so you can slowly build up to Everdell, I guess.
Yeah, mine's Fallout Shelter. This one's also a very simple worker placement. There is a little bit of interaction here because not everyone can go to the same places. It's kind of cute. I mean, Fallout isn't cute at all, but Fallout Shelter is cute. It's also a very simple, straightforward worker placement. Just place guys, collect resources, and then spend those resources to get points. If you want super friendly experience, this one's better. If you're okay with a little bit of, you know, messing around, then Fallout Shelter is also a good alternative. So what is the final rating?
3, 2, 1. Here's our final ratings, which are okay for me, fantastic for kids.
Because when I played it, I somehow had super high expectations for this, which maybe was a bad thing to have. And I played it and I was like, nah, it's alright. Then my kids wanted to play again and I played, nah, still alright. And then I said, okay kids, I think we're getting rid of this. And then they were like, no, that. So I had to run away, lock myself in so they wouldn't, you know, catch me and just... Anyway, so I'm not getting rid of this. I'm keeping it because my kids really, really like it and enjoy it. And they don't have problems with any of the things that I mentioned as problems. They're totally fine with it because they don't know any better. So this is here to stay, and I will continue playing this with my kids for the closest foreseeable future. I will definitely play this with kids and maybe sometimes some non-gamers.
Yeah, for me it's maybe even like a good game. It's a solid game. I don't find anything like really, really bad about it. Maybe the downtime and those things, but I think everything here is solid. It does absolutely everything good. And there's nothing that will like rock my socks off. But overall, a very solid build, beautiful, but okay for us.
Yeah, and fantastic for kids.
I hope you know if this game is for you. And all that is left for you to do is...
subscribe, like, come back to the next video.
Please.
Yeah, and also check out Patreon if you want to.